Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Everyone, this is Hope. Hope just had a bath. Yes. Say, I just had a bath. Yeah? Are you on your heating pad? Yes, you are. Yes. Aren't you a pretty girl? Yes, you are. Hope came here from a very odd situation. First, Hope, it's hard to tell their size on the camera. I'm just going to say that. But Hope is about the size of a 4 to 5 week old kitten. Hope is 5 months old, at least. She came from, I got a call. I swear I start all my stories with, I got a phone call. But that is mostly how it happens. I got a phone call from a vet's office, and I have used this vet before, but not, I don't think in fostering. I think just with the dogs, but whatever. We didn't discuss that. And this little one, has always been the runt. Has been an inside kitty her whole life. She has 3 other brothers and sisters, but they have all grown up and been adopted. But Hope has always had some kind of gastrointestinal problems. And whoever was fostering her, I don't know the whole foster story. I just know that her siblings have grown up and been adopted. But whoever was fostering her uses this vet, and they have treated her with almost everything you can treat a baby, and that's metronidazole, Albon, Panicure, a couple different antibiotics, and nothing has really ever worked. This baby has really, really, really bad diarrhea. Like bad. That's why she is in the closet. Well, that and she's small, but she's in the closet away from everyone else because it's just easier to clean in here, and everything's covered in pee pads. But she's never tested positive for any bacteria. Like, and this is why the vet called me, because just happened on the last time that the foster parents brought Hope to the vet, they had a pathologist that was there. And I don't know if the pathologist just comes every now and then. I have no earthly idea. And they had told the pathologist about Hope. And so the pathologist took a fecal sample and a blood sample, and then, went to test. And so Hope went back home with her foster parents. And the pathologist called and said, Hope has no flora whatsoever in her guts. She has none of the good bacteria. She is like stripped clean. She is, of course, severely dehydrated. She's severely malnourished. But other than that, she's actually really healthy. But her foster parents, they couldn't take another group to foster, and because they only have, a place set up for one. And so there was a whole discussion back and forth on if Hope could ever get over this, and would she be miserable? Because it is miserable. I mean, she has to have like baths daily, and her bottom does have to have, I will use probably the butt paste, maybe the Aquaphor, I'm not sure yet. But anyway, so there was a whole discussion about euthanasia, and the foster parents really didn't want to euthanize but they weren't sure what else to do because, you know, they couldn't take any more Fosters and da da da. And so the vet actually called the shelter, the local shelter, and I work with that shelter, and they suggested calling me, and we discussed it. And I said, well, you know, I actually haven't taken any new babies yet. As you can see, the nursery is actually not finished. I am back from Atlanta, but it's not finished because the new sanitizing stuff that they put on the walls left like a really bad film. And then when I went to wipe it off, it made, see this, I mean, it made the paint even worse. So I wasn't going to take any new babies until I could repaint. Oh, the painting of this room. But I thought, you know what? It's not going to hurt for the paint to look like this. It's just in the closet, and it's not going to hurt anything. She doesn't care what the paint looks like. So, Hope is going to be here for a while. We are going to try a couple different things. Are you cold? I know, honey. I know. I'm going to blow dry her in just a minute. She was very scared after her bath, so I didn't want to immediately scare her again. And so we're going to see how it goes. I'm trying the first set of tries. We are doing a special food. It is the ID. It's like a science diet ID food, and I am adding probiotics and lysine to it. That's going to be what we try first. And we are going to try to get her on some dry food. This is just the regular, the Kitten, Blue Wilderness Kitten. The vet did say that that was a fine choice, because what we're going to try to do is we're just going to try to put more fiber and probiotics in her diet to begin with, because we don't want to put her on any medication that could strip her further, which the vet said you couldn't strip her further. She doesn't have anything in her. She pretty much eats and then it comes out. So hopefully this will help, and we may be adding and subtracting things as we go along, but that's okay. So I just want you to meet Hope. Good morning, little bug. Good morning. How come you haven't eaten? Okay, now I'm going to warn you. I'm going to actually show this just so you can see what the baby is dealing with. But if you are squeamish, because I'm about to show poop, look away until I tell you you can look. But it is about 9:30 in the morning, and I changed all this bedding at about 12:45 last night. And I have been in here once already, but I decided to try to see if she would eat because she's about to have a bath. So here we go. Look away if you are squeamish. But look at, this is what her pen, and she had all brand new pads last night. And that is her dinner from last night. It was over there, so I guess she has moved it. And then here is breakfast, which she hasn't really eaten. But this is, I would say, about 8.5 hours of what it looks like. So little Miss Ma'am and I are going to have a bath, and while and do you see her tail? I know, honey, I'm so sorry. So we're going to have a bath, and then I'm going to clean everything out before putting her back. She is purring. So, okay. Okay, you can look now. But it's just my feet. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give her a bath. All right. We have had our bath and a semi-blow dry. Not fully, but mostly. And this is what I am going to do for her while I clean out the closet. I did get her a different breakfast. Like I said, we're trying different foods. That is the ID digestive chicken, I believe. And it has some probiotics and some, it's the Two Crazy Cat Ladies. Oh, I cannot remember. They're the little clear drops that I'm going to try. And I thought this would be good out here for a little while because she has to be lonely. I mean, I spend a lot of time with her, but she still has to be lonely. But she is not ready yet for a friend because, you know, even though she's supposedly not contagious or anything, I can't put anybody in with her because she will get poop all over them. So I thought this would be okay because she can have time out here. Hello, love bug. And see the other cats and be entertained a little bit, hopefully. And, you know, she's got some toys in there and a little litter box and a heating. I haven't put like a plugged up heating pad in there. I may do that because it's easier to keep clean than these, but I only have one little one. And the big one I think is too big for in there. So we'll see. I don't know. But this is what we're doing for now. Did you have the bath? I know. I know. Excuse the light. It's just dark in this corner. Hello. I know, Angel. What you doing? What you doing? I know. Okay. Okay. The universe has it out for me when it comes to meal times. Now, I shouldn't complain because I love meal time. I love getting the supply. I mean, the kittens couldn't eat if, no, don't cover your food. Look, they're covering their food with the plastic wrap. I shouldn't complain because the kittens couldn't eat if, we didn't get so many supplies. Well, they could eat, but you know what I mean. And excuse me, I'm irritated because, wonderful Jericho and Thunder's mom sent some supplies. Well, there's actually several people that sent supplies, but how I discovered Mail Time Hates Me is this came in later than it was on pre-order, and this finally arrived, and I was going to film it and add it to the other Mail Time I did for Jericho and Thunder. Well, when I went to look at the footage, it is in, and this has happened several times, so there's something I am doing. It has to be operator error. But it's in like high speed again. And I remember probably 4 or 5 mail times before that had happened. So I'm hitting something. So I sound like a chipmunk. You can't understand me. It's insane. So, what I've done is I keep all the little slips. So I had to go be a detective and research and find everybody's stuff that I had. And I found most of it, and I had it all organized and put together. But the kittens are having fun and they're playing in it. So I'm going to refilm it. It's not going to be as pretty and as good as the last one because everything's empty. And, so this first one is from Jericho and Thunder's mom. Wonderful channel, wonderful woman and cat mom. And her links are, if I don't remember to put it in the description, she is under my recommended and favorites channels on my YouTube page, on my front page. Wonderful channel. So let's get started. You saw the first thing, well, it was actually the last thing, but it's the first thing, is a Kitten Ladies book, Tiny But Mighty. I have already read it. I read it in about 2 days. I cried. I laughed. It is a very good guide. I got it mostly for the guide part. Half of the book is stories. Well, no. 3/4 of the book is a guide, is fostering guide. And then 1/4 is stories. that kind of go along with the guide. It is really wonderful, and I'm hoping, I'm not going to say too much because I'm really hoping to do a review on it, because it did surprise me actually how good this actually is. And then I have to, and if I'll look at my list at the same time. And then this is a $25 Amazon gift card. The gift card's not in here anymore because, like I said, I filmed this once already. And then she sent a bag of the Kitten formula, Purina 1. I really like this food. It is about half and half. Half prefer the Blue Wilderness and about half prefer the Purina 1. They do have very strong preferences either way. Normally they'll only eat one or the other. So I really like that I found this. There is also, I'm going to go through the food quite quickly. So this isn't 100 miles long. There is a Fancy Feast poultry and beef grilled, a poultry and beef pate, a seafood grilled, and a seafood pate, whole cases of each one. And then, what you doing? Okay, I'll leave it. And then there was a case of the Fancy Feast turkey and cheddar, and a case of the Friskies turkey and cheddar. Everybody knows we love some cheese in this house, especially the kittens. And then, this is all I could find of this, so I probably used the little box that came in as a litter box. The fish and shrimp feast, a case of those. This is another love it or leave it. Many of the kittens love this food. Several don't, but this is probably, if it's one of their favorites, it's really one of their favorites. It's really funny because Angelica and Chucky love this food, and they'll growl the entire time they're eating it. They love it. And then, oh, I think this, I grabbed everything that I had. This was all in the recycle. I think this is from the seafood, Fancy Feast seafood. Not sure. Also, this is the green tunnel. It's just the long green tunnel with the jingle bells. I've not opened it because I gave them the three-way tunnel, the purple and black one, which you've seen several times in videos. So I'm saving this for the next group of Fosters instead, because they got the three-way tunnel. Okay, let's see. I'm checking my list. Now, I believe that is everything. I could have missed something if one of the slips of paper was not in there, and I am so sorry if I did, but I really appreciate and love everything. Was so excited. I remember at the time being so excited for the food, because I know this is hard to believe, but we run out of food all the time. I have to go run, and I don't know why I don't prepare better, but I run to the store at the weirdest hours. Because even though, like, we'll have one food, you know how picky kittens can be, and so, like, say we'll run out of one thing, and so I'll run to get that just to make sure they eat and that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm rambling now. Thank you, Jericho and Thunder's mom, for all the stuff.